but that's alright.
The Universal Championship is on the line.
That we need. I will be in the triple threat match. Spoiler. Fact.
Hard triple threat match. The feed. Where is Roman Reigns? The question is, where is Reigns? To this point, there's no Roman Reigns. Silverplex. The ring imploded off the impact. Reigns just signed the contract. And the big dog just kicked down the door. Roman Reigns just mangling a steel chair. And now the feet with Roman trying to struggle back to his feet. Reigns era.
That's a spoiler.
We have a brand new Universal Champion, the WWE Thunderdome at Amway Center. Dog. And in tow, this relationship is between Reigns and Heyman. I have been absolutely stonewalled. Not a... Perhaps we're about to learn... is that he is, quote, the best performer of his value. Listen, I won't argue all Heyman has to do with this entire situation. Paul Heyman and the new story about the way that Roman Reigns won the Universal advantage of a fallen Strowman in the feed, picking up the Reigns for how he procured the Universal Champion. Roman ever made it to the ring, but at the end of the night,
when you thought back in, when pleading your accusatory finger, it's him. Why would this happen? Because into the shark-infested dude saved and this man. That they did to me, to the thank yous and the appreciate threatening illnesses. Nobody bothered to say thank you. Needed. The Fiend does fiendish things. A monster does monstrous things. Man, to be the biggest star in WWE. Wins. Reign. WWE purports itself the responsibility of being a your champion. They have a triple threat match. Everything about this champion will be bigger. Raw did a triple threat. We'll do sacrificial lamb at the hands of the big dog, at his mouth or my mouth. I'll leave their... It goes one time so that you... Ladies and gentlemen, is Paul Heyman, tribal chief, your undisputed Reigns.
I'm a man of my word. I signed the contract. I wrecked the heavyweight champion. Feed them in and watch them all get this kind of power.
No doubt that this is a frightening alliance that will be decided later tonight. But we are... Bayley and Sasha Banks can regroup and halt their team champions, Shayna Baszler and the irresistible SmackDown. A fatal four-way match to be Matt Riddle, or will it be King Corbin? Well, here we go. Mr. Money in the Bank Otis and his part. Otis wasting a little time. You mean Tucker and his pet third matchup? A win could put one of these teams in the And September is pediatric cancer research. Help fight the fight. Grab your today.
Oh, yes, sir! Yes! So, I made the whole family proud. He's Jill.
I'm busy.
What's the deal with Paul Lee?
You trust things in life. Just let me handle this. Huh? I gotta go there. All right? I'll holler at you. Hit me up.
All right.
Machinery, Otis, Mr. Money in the Bank, Tucker, set for. Waiting the arrival of the Friday night. And tonight, motorcycle insurance. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. I think it's basically a foregone conclusion when you're talking about this one. So Miz going to start things off here with Otis. Otis could cash in anytime, any place for a universal between these two teams. Of course, it dates back to another tackle by Otis. Matt and Bailey try to regain the WWE champions of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler later on. Takedown on the Friday Night Delight. And Tucker, tremendous colleague using his tremendous athleticism. Tucker just launched Morrison out of the ring with a hip toss. That's the wrong double team coming for Heavy Machinery. And such a joy to watch. Tremendous tag team as well. And offense. Otis just running through menu. And Morrison now, big back body. And Tucker lifting Miz up and out the 21st century. Heavy Machinery rolling on Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. Miz and Morrison the on. And Tucker trying to fight back out of the corner now. Tucker's got to lift the ring. And here now the double team. Tucker though by Otis. Like a human wrecking ball on the loop. They're trying to slow down a bump. Here he comes. Oh, and Miz pushing up Otis's forehead. Shortcut, he can take the Miz. Tag. Here's Morrison. Food of his own. Cover by Morrison. Is it the Friday Night Delight? 2010. Such a smart strategy. Morrison over the top rope, catching Miz with an elbow. A spinning neck breaker delivered. And those kicks having little effect, though, on Otis. What Miz wanted to avoid. Yeah, Otis getting fired up. Raw power. What a throw by Otis. And Miz dumped. Incoming. Otis with a... I hope not. Oh yeah! Second rope. Oh my God! No, he's gonna cross Machinery with the victory. Here, Machinery tonight against the former tag team champions. Knocking off the A-list. Hey, wait a minute! Morrison lock hole. Morrison is escaping. Finally! Woo!
Don't jump the gun. Xavier Woods back. Yes, he's back. To host. When I win this 4-way tonight, then I tell you I'm ready. Tonight it goes.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. I just
Don't touch it. Let's go. Oh, Woods, hey. My boy.
My God, a broke.
Birthday party, and I'm not only being true. Should know better.
We're back live on Friday Night SmackDown. Severe attack at the hands of the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Conspiracy. Security informed Big Even. Odds for several weeks. Remember last Sunday at windshield of the car. Our broadcast.
Michael and Corey, the word that I'm receiving for injuries, again, very serious situation, and they'll be rushed.
I just can't seem to take my eyes off them.
Sheamus.
Ambush out here. I defended myself. I don't know, Kayla. If you want to be in the main event, you need to stay focused. You see me? Riddle strikes and avoiding Corbin's power. Laughing and dancing with his own friends, you know what I mean? This could have been the biggest night at Big E's down again. I have a big fatal 4-way match tonight. Triple threat match now.
With a straight face. I appreciate a good shortcut as much as the next person. Switching gears, however, in a matter of moments, it may be his tag team titles against the former champions Bailey.
Match Flow is sponsored by Progressive. Your first
team championship. There's no way Baszler and frog splash by Banks. Hey, tag. Baszler's legal. I'm not sure if wrecking machine right now. Baszler. I have never seen anything like that. Champions.
Banks and SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley.
Choice. Yeah, something like that, huh?
The Raw Women's Championship.
You have a point to this?
In a tag title rematch.
Before, but now, we got it all. Championships. Damn straight.
I just have to ask you, are you at all concerned that
greatest SmackDown Women's Champion of all time, ever all Women's Grand Slam Champion? I mean, but most importantly, together. Now let's go get back our tag team title.
This is going to be big. Baszler and Banks against
Night SmackDown, and I'm here with WWE official Adam.
We're not exactly sure as to the extent of his injuries right now.
Tonight's fatal four-way match.
Well, I did confer with WWE management and
Mr. Biggs, sir. Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman. Well, ladies and gentlemen, team championship. In my guts, Cole, this is going to be a big night. SmackDown Women's Champion. Champ. The problem is, she'll... Backstage moments ago, you could see it in the eyes of... And they come down to... And WWE drives us. And by WWE 2K without limits, pre-order now. Winning this match, the utmost importance to this team. Smiling on top of the world, but tonight, for Monday Night Raw, the irresistible force, Nia Jax. Out of the location, Nia Jax competes each and own. And who tapped out Bayley Sunday at Payback. Major it's Shinsuke Nakamura.
and Sasha are like two slick sports cars. Gee, that's really inconsiderate. Here in the Champions Lounge.
The following contest scheduled now the Women's Champion, Tag Team Champions. Tag team titles on 3 different occasions, but they've been quite the team together. Both. It's a different environment defending a title. Jax outside the ring. Hard move trying to keep Baszler. This is not going to be pretty. WWE Thunderdome at Amway Center. This is Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. Is presented by Champions in their very first defense. Kicks out. Banks and Bayley tried to push the pace. Champions have been dominating as we take another bang. Breaker covered by Jax. Isn't enough to retain. Bayley kicks out. Deal of luck recently. Oh, what a deal. Particularly Sasha. Up into Bayley. Bayley in deep trouble now. Jackson championship. You see Sasha Banks. You were looking over her shoulder moment. Using her power advantage to wear down Bayley. Thought it was a great strategy at the top of the matchup, trying to ice. Baszler, of course, the back to Sasha, but too far away, and Nia just used kick out at 2. Bit of a lackadaisical cover. Submissions of Shayna Baszler. And now Bayley. Tag, here comes vicious, relentless. Lock submission. And Bayley, center of the ring. And look at Bayley. Lives for this. The ability to torture an opponent in the middle of the ring. And Baszler will... Look at this. It's hard to watch. But God, if she could continue in this tag team championship that I hope Bayley and Banks remember. That day. Nia now in to get it in on her right. Marching around the ring and tag made finally, and here comes the boss. Sasha, be her opportunity. Women's tag team title launched out to the apron. Sasha Banks catches Nia with the powerhouse Nia Jax. The quickness of Banks as she looks. Nia might be out. To Meteora by Banks, covered. Sasha Banks with a flurry of fury. We take another look. Banks with double knees from the tank of Nia Jax. And Banks now riding Nia. Reaches out, tag made. Baszler's now legal. I'm not sure. Through the second rope. Able to catch herself now. No way. Nia Jax hanging on. Double team hanging. Keep Baszler in the background. Shayna Baszler is legal here. Baszler in a while to get into the ring, but she is legal as is. He got her, no! Kick out at 2.5. To take down Nia Jax. Thunderous. Sasha would deliver the exclamation point. She thought she had won the tag team. And here's Bayley now, and Bayley going to work.
Next level aggression, but Banks and Bayley better.
And remember, you win the championship via full team now by the former champions. Baszler fighting out from behind, breaking things up. There's the backstabber. Hook of the leg now, and a kick out.
Bayley now making the long climb to the top
to retain the tag team titles. Hook of the leg kick.
Sasha Banks and Bayley both came into this match themselves.
Yeah, the frustration to set in. Bayley Banks to deliver the sliding drop kick to the...
Here comes Banks to pour on some more.
Nobody...
Sasha Banks may have just fractured.
Sasha Banks is hurt, and she's hurt badly. Her way back into the ring.
Shayna on
the top rope. Sasha trying to dig down into the bottom turnbuckle, and now the chop block to the back.
From Shayna Baszler as we look at it once again.
And watch this, in complete agony.
Sasha needs a tag and a
Baszler.
And this is Shayna's wheelhouse.
Up by Banks, almost had her near fall. Cheap shot by to hammer away on the injured leg. Listen to Banks. He's got to think about this, Corey.
Throwback to Payback. Oh, won the same exact way she did at Payback.
Corey drag herself toward Baszler into the cover off the pin.
But Sasha's unable to push with her leg.
And now Nia Jax is in the ring with a kick to Banks.
Submission locked in, or at least some semblance of it.
Sasha Banks is Banks trying to somehow survive sunset flip roll.
Gotta give credit to the guts being displayed by Sasha.
Nia Jax climb. Gonna climb. And Banks couldn't stand. But Banks' knee gave out.
Sasha barely.
Both winning. And Jax and Baszler.
WWE Women's Tag Team Champion.
May be a bit of an odd couple. The furthest work.
Corey, I'll tell you, you can't help but she could have a serious leg injury.
Injured her knees. Listen, like a shark with blood in the water would just
gave out. And then Nia Jax to retain the women's tag team titles. Concern for the well-being of Sasha Banks as she continued on through this matchup. EMTs, the medical personnel, still working on Sasha Banks team championship match moments ago.
Don't touch it!
No, you don't want to get up.
Please.
Hey, Sasha, come on. You don't want to. Sasha, come on. We're here to
competitive. Absolutely right. The matchup. Sasha. Oh my God! What?
What the hell's going on?
Hell up! Get out of here!
Sasha Banks already potentially.
It's the bad leg. That's Sasha's injured leg against the steps. Sasha.
Bayley is trying to ruin the boss. Sasha Banks is defenseless.
Bayley just barking back at him.
The world just turned her back.
It's a boss time now, huh? You deserve all of this.
Oh, listen, these two have had a volatile.
That's Banks' bad knee. Who knows how seriously it.
You see the look in her eyes.
No, come on.
Banks just trying to.
Banks knows what would happen if the chair was snapped.
Enough's enough. She made her point.
Come on. Make your point. Come on.
Way too far.
Sasha can't defend herself.
Continues to be mauled by who we thought was her best friend.
What about this? Oh my God! No.
To be WWE champion, but he only
with the powerful WWE champion side WWE championship match at Clash of Champions Sunday 8/7 Central, only on USA.
Injuring her knee during the tag team championship match, and then to turn her back and attack her former.
Nobody saw this coming. No one in the
Apparently, Bayley just snapped here tonight, and not only steel chair wrapped around the neck of Sasha Banks, and then right to the Sasha Banks on the front back. careful, guys.
I've taken my pot shots over the years and made jokes and made fun. We just saw her do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope to have an update daily on why she would do something like this.
Champion since he was forced to relinquish the gold when he could have his title. Much to the, chagrin of the three, he was carrying his own Intercontinental champion. Sami Zayn would deliver a haluva kick.
He never lost his Intercontinental title.
Please welcome.
Whoa, hey. Holding the Intercontinental Championship. Why wouldn't you address me that way? Manager tonight. Who's running the floor? Evan? Is it Evan? Here, give me that. During my entrance just now, can you tell me why not? You guys are taking this seriously enough. So what we're going to do is...
Sami had in mind. I like this entrance, though.
Sami wanted a match for the Intercontinental Championship.
But also extremely confusing since you for anything, nothing. If anything, you need to ask you anything.
You've been MIA for like a
apologize. AJ Styles.
Wait around with those titles over your shoulder. No.
You're ready to defend. If you're healed, man, I'm ready to defend.
Styles has become his MO as of late. Styles still upset over the fact Hardy defeated him for the...
No honor among thieves here.
Looking for the one for Sami Zayn. No, Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn will now scramble away from
of the Intercontinental Championship that Sami Zayn never lost.
As it comes to the fatal four-way,
injured Big E in tonight's fatal four-way match to determine Usos. That's right, Jey Uso's in the match next.
Jey Uso joins the field. Matt Riddle.
The following contest is a fatal four-in at 215 pounds.
Corbin and Riddle knew they were going to be in this matchup. With the complexion of this thing
changes it entirely.
Fatal four-way match to determine who faces.
Talking back is the exclusive
network. Caleb Braxton, Xavier Woods host this week.
As well as the goddess herself, Alexa Bliss.
First round choice in auto insurance, home and...
I'm looking all over the building. I can't find Miz Morris. He has the Money in the Bank contract. I don't keep the money in this one. What's in the briefcase?
Oi! You do realize that just because you stole the Money in the Bank bucks.
Keeping it anyway. Man, I had to come thank you for getting me in the fatal. You don't know me. I'll make that happen. Then me and you can turn up at Clash of Champions. Well, I want everything. Let's see if you can get one.
In the ring, and here comes...
Hold on. Stop. Painted by blatant nepotism. You don't put me down.
Well, that ran underway between Corbin and Riddle in the fatal four-way match. You think? I mean, Matt Riddle now backing Corbin up. The rights and personal things to say about Riddle, and now Sheamus sent him to a local medical facility.
I think Sheamus...
According to Universal Champion Roman Reigns, Jey Uso's in this match for the Universal Championship at Clash of Champions. #1 contender. Here tonight on...
Really glad that you're our friend.
Hi, Fireflies!
In the dumps because he lost his favorite...
A brand new friend is Kai. Bye!
That you're our friend, and this is a...
Can't wait to see what that's all about.
Sorry what happened to your mug last week. Of course I forgive you. It's just,
Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. 3-week Jey Uso, Sheamus, and Matt Riddle. Jey Uso. Riddle from behind. No disqualifications, no countouts. Uso now from...
Depending on who is victorious. Great balance.
Roman Reigns in his Universal title defense.
A long
cover now by Sheamus and a kick out. The ring.
King Corbin now played into this, but I think ultimately the power to
Roman Reigns' cousin.
Jason Corbin was well within his rights to call out a little nepotism in this case.
With a massive spine buster, cover now. well. Corbin, cover now on Uso. Both legs hooked and a kick out. Egos.
Two true alpha males battling.
Now both Corbin. Your two other competitors. You bring it down, and it runs right into a right hand by King Corbin.
To this point, when you've got two superstars who prefer.
Corbin, though, runs right into a kick by Riddle. Riddle was ready. So fighting back. Uso, of course, known for his.
Regarding Big E, trying to take a Corbin in the ribs with that spinning kick.
And Riddle got Sheamus into Sheamus and Corbin, and that had to feel good for Riddle. The Irish Curse backbreaker. Two covers now at the same time. Man to gain pinfall or submission. Shuts Corbin up as he's barking at faces Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Sheamus matchup. And this is Sheamus now with a super medical facility after an attack by Sheamus.
The Big E's skull.
Oh, and now hung up on the top rope of the floor. And Roman Reigns used his autism. But Uso's in it.
Or did the big dog throw
from the Celtic warrior Sheamus?
You know how motivated Sheamus has been recently. Doesn't.
And now Riddle now back in. Oh, and then the
ripcord knee.
What a throw by Riddle.
There aren't too many superstars in W thriving.
The Broton by Matt Riddle. Riddle fired up in this fatal four-way match.
Between the pectoral muscles of Sheamus and top dog. Roll into a triangle. Sheamus in a lot of jeopardy. His left knee to really maximize this submission.
And break the grip of the Celtic warrior. And Sheamus now for Sheamus to win the fatal four-way and a kick out. The cloverleaf, the submission move that Sheamus.
Clash of Champions.
Matt Riddle, who knows a ton of submission. And he drags Riddle back to the middle of the ring and a questioning kick to Sheamus.
Uso.
Kick out by Uso at 2. Jey Uso fired up with the right hand. Sheamus.
Jey Uso putting down anything that moves
the ring with super kicks.
Jey Uso needs to get one of his out.
Looking to fly, and he runs right into Corbin and dumping him over the barricade.
The enemy of my.
He's down.
This is how much an opportunity
to qualifications in a fatal four-way match as Uso.
King Corbin.
King bangs him face first off the barricade. And King Corbin now sends Uso flying.
A momentary sinister grin on the face.
The pinfall or submission inside the ring. Corbin knows that. He puts.
Now, how sweet would it be for Corbin to end it himself?
Riddle now with a throw to sleep. With a floating throw. He's the #1 contender. Which is set. Cousin versus cousin.
With the opportunity of a life. Kidding me?
Jey Uso.
Courtesy of King Corbin. And just when it's famous, a throw to sleep. Pow! Desired. Without taking into account a Universal title match.
For the Universal Championship against your cousin.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Be proud too. But guess what? You know the
and he did it on his own
down in the Uso penitentiary.
Roman Reigns defends the